Tonight, on the dramatic season finale of The Bachelor. It's the moment we've all been waiting for.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. Ben is everything and more that I've ever wanted or hoped for. This is so cool.
When Ben faces the biggest decision of his life.
The two women here are incredible women that I'm head over heels in love with.
Who will he choose?
It's hard for me to separate my feelings of love between these women right now.
This is the first time that I've been so sure of something.
Lindsay.
When I look at Ben, I'm confident that I could spend the rest of my life with him and be really happy. I love you.
Or Courtney.
Hang on.
I've totally fallen for him. I finally know what real, true love is. I'm so happy. I've fallen in love with you, and I just feel like you're for me.
Will Ben make the right choice?
I am terrified that Ben doesn't actually really know who Courtney is. It's been harder maybe than you realize for me to be here at times. There's moments where I feel like you question me.
I don't even know why we're getting into it again. This is a really big decision, and I need to be 100% certain. Right now, I'm confused. I really don't want to make the wrong choice.
It's all coming up tonight on the most controversial finale in Bachelor history.
Being here in Zermatt, Switzerland is incredible. I never thought that my story of love would end in a place like this. It is insanely beautiful here. We're in the Swiss Alps. Matterhorn's right behind me, so I figure monumental mountain, monumental moment. I have two incredible women here that I'm head over heels in love with. My time spent with Lindsay is so wonderful, and when I watch her from a distance, she lights up the room. I do feel like every moment I spend with her gets better and better. The one thing I really need with Lindsay is more time. I hope there's enough time. And then there's also Courtney. I've had this incredible feeling about her since our first date in Sonoma. But I still have concerns about Courtney. I keep getting warned about how she's treated the other women. So I've had doubts along the way. I love both women that I have here. Oh, this decision is going to be even more difficult than I thought. I came into this thinking I would love to fall in love, and I found it. I know I found it, and it feels great.
This is love it, it'll last. Heaven knows it's high time. I've been waiting on my own too long.
You know, I've got 1 week left, and I've got some big decisions to make, but I don't know, somehow, some way, that big old beautiful Matterhorn gives me hope. I feel like this is it. My mom and my sister are on their way here, and I couldn't be more excited. I love them unconditionally, and I want them to see the women that I've fallen in love with. I need some outside perspective. The last couple weeks have been difficult. It's been really hard saying goodbye to, some really incredible women, and to have their support, it's really important to me.
Ben! Oh my gosh! Oh my God!
Oh, Mama. How are you?
Great. Oh, you look great.
You too.
Hi.
Oh, so good to see you.
Yeah, you guys make me cry. I haven't seen you in so long. Come on in.
Oh my gosh, this is
beautiful in here.
As soon as I saw my mom and my sister, I got teary-eyed. I love my mom and love my sister, and I haven't seen them in so long, and it's been such an emotional ride that I wanted a hug, and I wanted to feel like I was home. Let's have a seat.
Yeah.
It took seconds for me to have this sense of relief. Like, my backup has arrived, and questions that I have will be answered by someone I trust and love.
How are you?
I'm good.
Crazy journey for the last
It's been nuts.
weeks.
It's been nuts. Mostly good things. There's been a couple instances that have been difficult.
Yeah.
And I think that you guys being here at this time couldn't be more perfect because I have two incredible women left. And It's gone really well, you know, in the relationships, and I need some outside perspective.
Yeah.
I need a little
Family?
help if this is something that I'm going to do.
Yeah. Well, we're here for you. I mean,
We are, Ben. We're here for you.
you know, I want to know exactly why, you know, these two girls really, you know, what they love about you.
Those are the questions I want you to ask. I want you to ask details.
I'm good with reading women, too.
I need my mom and sister to really take a good, hard look at the relationships I have and let me know, do they see these women in my life? Am I compatible with these women? Their opinions matter greatly to me. So in a minute, you're going to meet Lindsay. I was the one that rode up on the horse.
Really?
Yeah, she is from originally Bellevue, Washington, lives in Seattle now. She's really beautiful. She lights up the room. I watch her and she lights up the room. My concerns are that, you know, do I need more time with this woman for her to open up, to be vulnerable? I need help, you know, knowing how she
So you
really
still have some
feels about me.
questions, you know.
Yeah.
Was there, you know, a girl that was more dramatic or that the other girls, you know, didn't like?
Yeah, there was, and there is, and it was Courtney, and then she's still here, and you'll see. I mean, you'll meet her tomorrow. It's been difficult. It's been difficult because I've had strong feelings for her. I have, and so that's one thing I've been struggling with. I've been really struggling with it. Is it something that I'm not seeing?
Yeah.
After spending more time with each other, we're past all of that. You know?
Yeah, but at the same time, you have to be kind of weary of the girl that generally doesn't get along with the other girls. That's kind of a red flag.
That's what I need to figure out. I start talking about the women that I have here, and my sister immediately says, red flag, red flag. And so I'm thinking, oh, great, here we go. My sister does not normally approve of the women that I date. I'm a little nervous. It's really important that my mom and my sister like the person that I end up with, because I have fallen in love with two incredible women, and I want them to see what I see. Hi. So pretty.
You look great. I love it here.
That's great, isn't it?
I love it. How's it going?
Good.
How's your family?
Are you nervous?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You shouldn't be there.
It feels great to be here in Zermatt. It's beautiful, and I'm excited to meet Ben's family, but I'm kind of nervous because I think that it would be difficult for him to marry someone who they didn't approve of for him.
Deep breath.
Hello. I'm
This-
Lindsay. Welcome.
My sister Julia, my mom Barbara.
Gorgeous here. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I've heard wonderful things about you both. Nice to meet you. I haven't ever felt about anyone the way I feel about Ben. I've fallen in love with him, and I'm looking at hoping to spend the rest of my life with him. Meeting his family today is really huge because it's sort of my only chance to tell them I'm in love with Ben.
I told my two ladies about you when I was in Sonoma in San Francisco. She rode up on the horse.
Oh, yeah. That was
First,
me.
first impression rose from the first evening.
Oh my gosh,
That was so cool.
that's a pretty
Everyone
grand
rides in a
entrance.
limo. I'm, you know, I'm a little different.
She got country in her. I mean, a lot of. That's what
But I live
what
in the
found.
city.
Yeah, she's like me. It was just like that city country
Yeah,
kind
but
of.
you're willing
mix.
to get down
She gets
dirty a
dirty.
little bit.
Yeah. Do you guys want to grab some lunch? Sit down at the table, and we can keep chatting. And I can confidently say that Lindsay's a person I could spend the rest of my life with, and I want them to love her too. And so I'm hoping today that Lindsay can actually be comfortable with my family.
This is fantastic. Oops.
This is such a nerve-wracking situation because I don't normally think about, oh, what are people thinking about me when I meet them? I get a little stressed out when I have to eat proper. But when you're thinking about putting your best foot forward, then it becomes unnatural. I keep dropping. This is tough. It's a huge deal to look someone who I just met in the eye and say I'm in love with your son. This is huge.
What is it about Ben, then, that you find so appealing?
Gosh, there's so much. He's so caring and compassionate, and passionate about life and his family and what he does. And he's one of those people that you sit and talk to, and it's like you don't ever want to stop talking to him.
My husband used to say, what is the magic ingredient of any couple? What is it that keeps that couple together? So what has been the ingredient with Ben that has brought you to the final two?
I think it's rare that I meet men, especially that I don't know, you feel like you've known them for so long and it's so comfortable and you kind of want to open up and let people in like you normally don't. Because I think as a girl, and especially in this situation, you kind of come into it a little bit with walls up, because you don't.
Oh, of course.
But your son is amazing. I've just completely fallen in love with him and love the person he is, and I would be, you know, so honored if I was the one he picked, and he's such a good guy, and I don't want to let him go. I'm not willing to do that.
Well, he sure said a lot of nice things about you.
Oh, thank you.
Really, he did. Oh, well, it is so sweet to meet you.
You too. Barbara's such an easy person to talk to. I think it went well. It feels great to tell Ben's mom that I haven't felt the way I feel about Ben with anyone else ever.
Let's go right over here so we get the perfect view.
Julia asked to talk to me. This is a big moment. I think she's probably gonna ask me tough questions because how else is she gonna really get to know me? So I'm expecting to be grilled just a little bit.
I think he wants to dig a little bit deeper with you because at the end of the day, I think, you know, for anyone, like any relationship to feel secure, you really just, you have to go into it 100%.
Right.
Because if you don't, you know, you could lose out on, you know, my brother or vice versa. And so
Right.
does that scare you to possibly be, you know,
It's
for him
so-
to get down on his knee?
It's so exciting to me, and I've never like thought this way before.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't think, oh, I'm gonna fall in love, and I completely have. Like, you come into it thinking, oh, I'm gonna do this because it'll be fun and like what a good story to tell, you know?
Yeah.
And then it's been so weird to see just myself how I've changed through it, because it's like at one point you just have to sort of totally let your guard down. And I don't know.
Well, I'm sure you guys can relate because my brother, you know, was like the biggest skeptic ever when it came to this whole thing. And then look what happens, and now we're here today, you know, so.
It's crazy.
So I need a little scoop on, even though I know you don't want to talk about the other girl, but apparently there's been drama in terms of what other girls have thought of her. Have you kind of run into that too, or?
Courtney, she's very different than myself. Like, I think I'm more of a people person and just enjoy kind of getting to know people, and she was very shut off. In that situation, why not try to make friends a little bit,
I mean,
you know?
you're going to be traveling with these girls either from like week 1 or to how many weeks now. You know, the girl that the other girls don't like is typically a red flag. I don't know, that doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah, we're very different.
Well, yeah, I'll
We're
be
very
able to,
different.
you know, I feel very relaxed right now, and that's, you know, that's important to me. And at the end of the day, I want to, you know, protect my brother, and I would be very, very happy if he picked you. You know, the thing kind of going into this is I pride myself on, you know, being able to see, you know, your character and whatnot. I know this is you, and I really appreciate you, you know, being here for my brother. And
Oh, thanks. It's so great to meet you.
yeah, it's so good. We're huggers. After talking to Lindsay today, I truly feel like she would be a good fit for my brother. She's a very warm and easy person to talk to, and seemed excited to start a future with my brother.
You liked her?
Yeah, I liked her a lot. I truly think that from the conversation I had with her, that she wants to give herself to you. And I think that once you kind of open that floodgate, that, you know, it could be really great.
Thanks, Jewel.
Yeah.
Nah. Lindsay definitely got my sister's stamp of approval. That means the world to me. Lindsay made a really good first impression.
Cool, that was great today.
I'm glad you liked him. It's been a great day, and I'm glad that everything went so well. I'm glad that Lindsay was well received.
Bye.
Bye. I love being with her.
Good day.
And Lindsay could be my wife. Great day.
See you soon.
Yep.
I'm feeling good. I mean, Ben's family is awesome. I really enjoyed meeting them and getting to know them, and I love Ben, and I see a future, and I'm really excited about where this is going. I think after today, I'm one step closer to getting the proposal from Ben.
Good day.
Really nice meeting her.
She's great, right?
Yeah.
She's really special to me.
Yeah. She's a special girl. She's really sweet. And I think that she just could definitely, you know, fit well into the family.
I'd say Lindsay is a total package and a nice young woman. And I think she really does love Ben. And I think she could very easily be ready to be engaged next week. She's great.
I'll see you tomorrow. New girl, obviously. I want you to, you know, keep an open mind, you know, because it's a different relationship.
Courtney, she's the model, remember? And I said,
Beauty is only skin deep.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's a model?
I know.
The idea of like a model as a sister-in-law, I'm like, oh God, Ben, come on. There are red flags when it comes to Courtney already, hearing that she didn't really want to be involved with any of the other girls from the very start. That's not cool, you know, my book. Bye.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
Love you.
Love you, Ben.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
I know he doesn't want to make the wrong decision, so I have no problem telling him what I think about it because time's running out.
Yesterday, my date with Lindsay went great. She got along with my family really well, made a heck of a first impression. And today, Courtney's meeting the family. My mom and sister have already heard a couple negative things about Courtney, but I don't think that the Courtney that everybody has seen interact with the women who were in the house is, in fact, the real Courtney. But at the same time, my family is all women, and I need Courtney to get along with my family. If I don't get the approval from my mom and sister, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I mean, he has a huge decision to make, so, you know, I think having your family around is what, you know, helps put anyone at ease.
Totally.
Lindsay was so wonderful, and she kind of, you know, won me over yesterday, so I'm a little bit apprehensive meeting Courtney today. Maybe girls are intimidated by her beauty, you know, which if that's one thing, then, you know, that's the other girl's problem. But if Courtney was instigating these issues, that's another. Lindsay had told me Courtney didn't get along with the girls in the house, and that was, to me, kind of a red flag because she's not going to get along with me or my mom. It's a big deal for us.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, you look great.
Thank you. I'm meeting Ben's mom and sister today. I feel really nervous. I mean, they could potentially be my family. We could be getting engaged, and I really feel like when you marry someone, you marry their family, and if it doesn't go well today, it'll be really tough for me. Scary feeling.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm a little nervous.
Oh my gosh, really?
Taking deep
I'm
breaths.
a little nervous too. Why do you think you might feel nervous? You want it to go well?
I want it to go well.
You like
I care
me?
about you.
You like me a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Okay, well, I will be on my best behavior.
Just,
Meet him.
let's go meet him.
Let's go meet him. You'll
go
feel
meet him.
better once we're in there.
I know, right?
Aw. Hi. How are you? Good, how are you? I'm good.
This is Courtney. What I need today is for my mom and my sister not to prejudge her.
Good to meet you. Nice to meet you.
It's my mom, Barbara,
I'm
sister Julia.
you.
If she can be herself, the Courtney that I know, in front of my mom and sister, it will help put some of my concerns to rest.
Oh, just, you know, that word model is like,
I know.
do you get that a lot, but people...
Well, I'm sure
Yeah.
living in LA, too, people are probably like, oh, model actress.
Yeah, I think some of the girls were a little judgy of me, but... I mean, some of them from, like, day one just weren't gonna like me.
Right.
And it's like, you know, competition.
Is it something, I mean, is it something that because you were being more quiet or something that you felt you, like, brought on how to defend yourself, or?
Well, I tried. I gave everyone, like, I'm big on first impressions, and I really tried with everybody. And then, like, some girls wouldn't even look at me or talk to me, and, like, I was like, why am I trying so hard? And so I kind of just gave up. I'm generally a very confident woman, and right now I feel really uncomfortable. I can tell Ben's mom is a little concerned that I'm a model, and I can tell Julia's a little bit, like, skeptical, but just hoping it goes well.
That never gets old, though, right?
Yeah.
With you. I actually had kind of a long list of, you know, things I wanted to ask Courtney because she didn't get along with the girls in the house, and we don't want to see my brother heartbroken again, so I was concerned. You know, I kind of say it how it is. I don't like to just, like, hold things in. And of course, I'd heard a few things about, you know, like, not getting along with the girls in the house, and, you know, anyone from, like, an outsider's perspective, that's always kind of a red flag.
Yeah.
And so I just kind of wanted to ask you about that, and...
Yeah, no problem. I was really making an effort from day one to really get to know people, and some of the girls, they didn't really seem interested in getting to know me. And but I mean, in all honesty, I probably could have tried a little harder to bond with them. It just felt like I was constantly defending myself.
Yeah.
So I just put a guard up.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm here for him. And there are some things I've said, you know, or acted a certain way, especially if someone was nasty to me. Like, it brought out a bad side of me.
Yeah.
And it was also because I was falling in love with Ben. So I'm in love with your brother, and I wouldn't hurt him, and he's in definitely good hands.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know, it just feels right. And it's like everyone said, when you know, you kind of know. And it's a scary thing, though.
I'll never, you know, truly know what happened, and hopefully I can just, you know, trust your word on, you know, on that. Our biggest fear before meeting you was that, you know, we want to trust that, like, that this is you.
I think I've kind of told you everything, you know.
I feel really nervous when Julia brings up the stuff with the girls, and I'm just hoping that they don't judge me for that, you know? But I don't know. I'm really happy that I got to meet you.
I know.
And he talks about you all the time. You guys are so much alike.
Yeah, I know.
I want her to like me, and I just hope that this doesn't spoil it all.
Oh,
Well, it's so lovely to meet you.
I know. Lovely to meet you, too.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm a little nervous.
So, Ben. Let's talk about Ben.
He's special and smart and funny. We just laugh so hard when we're together. Like I come home and my cheeks hurt. He's so funny and smart. I love him. I just love him. I just think he's the best. The best.
He is the best.
think
And I
he
want the
really
best for
is.
him.
I mean, it's almost like too good to be true. It's kind of how I feel. Like I'm waiting for like him to be like, surprise, this is really me. But he's just getting better and better. So, you know, I'm really happy. It's just like a fairy tale. And I'm also feeling a little vulnerable. I mean, you know, there's another
Imagine
girl.
how he felt last time. I
Yeah.
think that is
I could
affecting
see.
what is happening now.
Mhm.
That's what I think, because he's already made one proposal, and to him that was, it's
Yeah.
huge. It's a very serious thing, very serious, so.
I'm pretty confident in the connection that we've made.
So, first impression.
First impression is I'm shocked
At what?
at just, you know, of course I wasn't trying to stereotype her, but I did promise you that I would come in with a, you know, clean, clear slate for her, and I'm blown away. I mean, she's a really amazing girl. I actually learned a huge lesson today that you can't judge a book by its cover. I found her to be very, very sweet. I really felt like I got to know her today. You know, I do think she would fit really, really well into the family.
Yeah.
I thought that it felt natural with Lindsay, like because she's so bubbly and whatnot, but if you want my approval, I give it to you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good, Jewel. I love you. Give me a hug.
You too.
Courtney surprised my mom and my sister. Their preconceived notions of the pretty model who didn't get along with anyone are put to rest. That's a great feeling for me.
It's been really fun.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
so
happy
nice
to
to meet
meet
you,
you
really.
guys.
I'll walk you out.
Okay, I'm gonna miss you, and you guys have such a great trip. Thank you.
I found her to be a very kind person. She said she really loved him. And I think that he looks like he has really fallen in love with her. He just seems happy, and who doesn't want happiness for their children?
It's pretty crazy to think that the next time I see Barb and Julia, I might be engaged to Ben.
See you soon.
I'll see you soon.
Oh, I'm glad today went so well.
Me too. I am ready to get engaged to Ben and start a life with him.
Hi, girls. I'm glad you're here. I was really eager to get back inside and see what my mom and sister think of Lindsay and Courtney. You know, I have two women here that I'm in love with, and they're very different women. They're very different, and I really don't know who they'll think is better suited for me. Well, I'm glad you got to meet Courtney and Lindsay. I mean, thoughts, I mean, advice.
You have two amazing girls here. You really do.
They're really great, aren't they? And it gets harder and harder and harder.
Lindsay is incredibly sweet and easy to like.
I found her to be just this lovely young woman who is so accomplished in her career and in her hobbies, and just a lovely person.
I know, and she's been incredible.
I think that she still is apprehensive to tell you how she really feels, but at the same time, you know, it's hard for everyone to be vulnerable. You know, that was something that, you know, I did have a conversation with her yesterday.
With Lindsay?
Yeah, telling her that she still has some work to do to show you, and she knows that, so.
Yeah. I think the difference between Lindsay's relationship and Courtney's relationship is that, you know, with Lindsay, it's a slow burn, and would that be better later, you know, than what I have now with Courtney that's blossomed earlier? You know, yesterday I told you that Courtney was a model, and I've got that reaction out of both of you, you know, like, oh, my potential sister-in-law could be a model, you know, and the same thing, you know, the stereotypes. I mean, what do you think now?
I think she's, you know, very accomplished. I mean, to you know, be working for as many years as she's worked and support herself and all, it's pretty impressive.
You have to be a pretty
strong and secure woman.
There's depth.
Yeah,
You know?
there's a lot of depth to her.
I hope that you guys
Yeah,
saw that.
I did. I really did.
And her and the other women and that whole situation and not really getting along with the majority of them.
She was really, you know, honest, or what I hope, you know, I hope she was honest with me. And, you know, said that she wasn't proud of some things. Like anyone, you know, she said she has things to work on.
She's, you know, giving you, I think, her true side, and I think that it probably was very difficult, you know, living with, you know, 24 other women.
As far as the complete package of what I think, you know, you are looking for in a wife, I think that Courtney is more of what you want. I think she's very driven. Obviously, she's not sugarcoating anything.
Not really. And that's what I went into this saying, right? I'm not going to sugarcoat anything.
Yeah.
I guess the last concern is that if I make that decision to propose to Courtney, there are going to be some repercussions when this is out. It's not going to be all that easy, I don't think.
If Dad was still here, what would he want to ask, you know?
Weighing the two is very difficult, and I can see why he has really been having some angst about which way to turn. And so I'm trying to think, like, what would his dad say so that I can, you know, stand in as a surrogate father? If people say, like, well, Courtney sure had some problems relating to all the girls, and maybe Ben didn't pick the right person, I can say, well, you know, he saw a different side of her, and that's who he picked, and he's going to give it a try and see what happens.
Okay. I appreciate all your help and advice. You really have no idea. I needed the approval of my mom and my sister, and they are telling me to go for it. So if I end up proposing to this woman, there are going to be a few hurdles, but I will stick by her side.
Love you.
Love you too. I'll walk you out.
Okay, all right.
You know, this thing is not over. I still have two incredible women here. Two very important dates. And some big decisions to make that I ultimately have to make on my own. Are you doing both sides because you're in Europe?
Oh, that's right.
Bye.
Bye. Love you. Do what's right for you, okay? Nobody else.
But I'm going to take all of their wisdom and knowledge with me and make the choice that I see best fit for me.
Coming up.
Good to see you.
I'm loving being with Lindsay today. I'm in the middle of the Swiss Alps with a woman that I'm falling in love with.
Good. You're doing great. It is so much a fairy tale here in Zermatt. I really like where this is going. I love you. Hang on! I've totally fallen for him, but I'm terrified of losing him. There's moments where I feel like you question me.
Right. In my defense, naturally, I have to kind of explore every little option.
My heart hurts just thinking about it. Today's my last day with Ben before I find out if we're going to be together forever or not. I'm so excited and I'm so confident, and just really looking forward to getting to spend the day with Ben, but at the same time I'm totally freaked out. If Ben ends up being my husband, this is going to go down in history as one of the biggest days of my life. Hi!
More horses!
I love them! How's it going?
Good.
Good to see you.
You too, how are you?
I missed you. I love the ride.
Right? We're gonna take a stroll in town.
That's fancy.
I know. Today I have a really romantic date for Lindsay and I.
Thanks.
Yeah. A nice little horse and carriage ride through the streets of Zermatt.
This is really cool. I love it. It's so fun to ride through this cute little town with Ben in a carriage, and it's pretty romantic.
It's so nice. What?
I really will come back here. Everything's so charming here.
I would agree, including my date.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty charming, too.
Yeah?
It's great to have the one you love right next to you. That was pretty great.
So, I have a little surprise today.
No.
Yeah. I was thinking that we could go skiing.
Really?
Yeah. And you know, you said you wanted to start it this year, right? We're gonna start it all the way up there, right by the Matterhorn.
Really?
Yeah. Crazy, right? Skiing in Switzerland to get started.
It's pretty cool that I've always wanted to ski, and the first time ever I get to do it with Ben. I have no idea what I'm getting myself into, but it's, you know, it's like relationships. Sometimes you don't know, but you know when it's right, and you know the risks that are worth taking, and you don't even think of them as a risk because you're so excited to take them. Oh, look.
Yeah, it's a private little picnic on a gondola.
I love it. Oh, it's so pretty up here. Our gondola is just for us. The Matterhorn is behind us. This is so romantic. A glass of wine.
Wine on a ski slope.
Celebrate it.
Yes, ma'am.
This is so cool. Woo! It is so much a fairy tale here in Zermatt, and I really like where this is going. All of a sudden, we stopped, and it's just me and Ben. How about this picnic?
How about this picnic? You and the Matterhorn combined. Pretty incredible.
This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Sitting in this gondola suspended over the Swiss Alps is so gorgeous, and I know that this is the place and time where I need to open up to Ben. It was so great meeting your family.
Yeah, they liked you. They really did.
Did they? Good.
Yeah.
There's someone who I could totally see as family, and after you meeting my family, it's crazy. This is crazy.
It's crazy.
It's good. It's good. It's great crazy, but wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was nervous meeting them now.
Were you?
Mm-hmm. It's weird to meet them with this, like, kind of agenda almost of there's questions.
There's something
that
attached to this. And
yeah.
my mom really surprised me. She was very skeptical of all this the first time I did it, and this time she was kind of like, if you want to take that step, then take it. If you don't, then don't. I mean, we're going to love you either way, and that's it's nice to know. Nice to know that I have my family's support either way, whatever happens, you know?
Do you think I've been more open?
Since your hometowns, I feel like you've been open. Yeah.
This thing is really hard for me. And if it wasn't, I would question myself and my sincerity of my feelings, you know? And I don't know, I don't want to share you.
For me, I look for that thing that keeps me going. And I have it with you, you know?
Can you see in us in your future?
The thing is, I've seen us. I've seen, you know, you in San Francisco, and I've seen, when I was back at your parents' house in Florida, I was like, I could see myself here in Florida, you know, with kids and all that kind of stuff. So yes.
It feels great to hear Ben say that he can see a future with us. This is making me realize that this love that I feel is bigger than any love I felt before. I've never met anyone like you, and I feel like we've come so far, and I want to start a life with you, and I hope, you know, that I can continue to keep giving you everything, because I want to be the best I can be for you.
It means a lot, it does. It's nice to know that you feel that way, because it's hard to know, unless I tell you. And I understand, I've been in your shoes, it's hard to feel vulnerable and hard to get to that place, and I appreciate it when you're able to tell me these things when I ask, you know, or if it's a concern of mine, I know that you're open to it. So that makes me feel better about us. I'm loving being with Lindsay today. I'm in the middle of the Swiss Alps with a woman that I'm falling in love with, and the snow-covered mountain caps. It's I don't even know how to describe it.
Okay. Ready. Right behind you, Chief.
When I'm with her, I feel like we're good together.
Oh, this is fun. Can we just be like this?
Yeah. It's a good feeling knowing that this is the way that our relationship is going to continue, then I'm all for it.
Yeah!
Good. You're doing great. You got the feel for it now, right?
Oh, I got this. It feels so good to be going down this mountain with Ben, and I feel like I can trust him, I think, both on the slopes and in life. Yeah! Woo! I really, really see a future there. Like a pro. I'm excited, but tonight I don't want to hold anything back.
Really well done.
I want to give him the confidence that when he does propose to me, he's making a really good decision.
Promotional consideration provided by Zermatt Tourism.
I'm so vulnerable right now. I've never been this vulnerable ever in my life, and it's terrifying. And it's also scary to know that there's someone else in the picture, and I don't know what his connection is with her, but this is my final moments with Ben before he makes a huge decision, and I need to completely tackle my fears, and I want him to know how I feel. Ben, come in.
Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Welcome to my plaza.
Thank you.
It's pretty sweet setup.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
How are you?
Come check her out.
Okay.
I'm good. Skiing got the best of me today.
Yeah?
I'm kind of beat from it. It's exhausting.
A little bit.
When I look at Ben, I'm confident that I could spend the rest of my life with him and be really happy. Besides being just nice and funny and fun to be with, he's really sincere and compassionate and just makes me really feel comfortable opening up to him. Oh, that was so fun today.
It was great.
You know, we did some cool stuff, but the best times have been just the this. You know?
The down times, the normal times, the things like that, they are the best. I've had a good feeling about you from the very beginning. So thank you. I would like to thank you, really. I mean, thank you for for helping me get here too. You know, it's been incredible.
You want to know what the great news is? It's only gonna get better.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I came into this with walls up because, you know, you've got to look out for yourself, and that's hard to, you know,
Yeah.
put yourself fully out there. And I think maybe I do use like a sense of humor as my
Defense. Yeah.
defense. And I mean, I think at the end of the day, that does kind of get me through life because
I get it. I believe me, and I've seen it. I've seen it. You know, and it's nice to know that you know, it can be serious at times too, and when it needs to be. It's really what I was looking for. You know, and that's what I ultimately want in a relationship is someone that I can go to and be able to, you know, feel those things. Something that I haven't had a lot in my life, and it's something that I'm continuing to look for. You know.
I think that no one has come along in my life that's been worth really letting them in. And it's huge. And you are, I don't know. I think it's rare in life that you meet someone that you want to be with and you want to open up for and let yourself feel things you've never felt. Like
I agree with that.
being 200% vulnerable to a situation. And I get that with you. And I want to make you happy. And I see a life with us. This is exciting and it's scary, and I want to tell you something, and I don't want you to say anything because I know you can't, and I don't want you to feel like you have to. God, I came into this and I not knowing kind of what to expect, you know, and I thought, oh, I'll have a fun time and that'll be it, and turns out I fell in love, and I love you, and
It's good.
you know, I see a life with you, and I want to make a life with you, and I want to be a great fiance and wife for you, and I'm ready for this next step, and I've never felt this way before. I thought I have, but I think hindsight, I don't know about hindsight, it's a weird thing, you know?
Thank you for opening up and really getting to the point where I thought you could get to. I've been waiting for this moment, you know, for you to kind of open up and get there. I saw something with you early on, and I realized it has taken much more time, you know, just based on your life and your experiences. Not everybody's the same. It's a good thing.
Thanks for being patient. You're welcome.
The way that this woman loves me, I feel like it's true and good and honest. I'm looking at this woman, and I want to tell her that I love her. It's hard for me not to be able to say anything back to her in the moment. But tomorrow I have my last date with Courtney. And as much as I want to tell her, I don't think is fair.
It was fun, though.
It was fun.
I know this has been so hard for me, but really, end of the day, you, me, I love you. I really want this. If this is what you want. You do, and I don't know. I want you to know everything you need to know before you make a huge decision. It scares me.
I know.
It's tough. I like it, though. I do like it. It's the first time that I've been so sure of something. And I'm 200% sure.
coming up.
Oh my God.
Switzerland is amazing. It's like a fairy tale, and I've totally fallen for him. But I'm starting to wonder, with everything I'm feeling, he's not feeling.
This is a big decision. So to have some perspective from women that I actually trust.
I am terrified that Ben might do to me what Ashley did to him.
It's hard for me to separate my feelings of love between these women right now. This is a really big decision. And I really don't want to make the wrong choice. My date with Lindsay was fantastic. I mean, she could be the one I want to spend the rest of my life with. All the doubts and things that I had in my mind prior to that are no more. But today's my last date with Courtney, and I really need to continue to stay open and make sure that I feel good about where we are right now. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Wonderful.
You look great.
You look so pretty. Hi.
Hi. Ooh.
How are you?
I am definitely head over heels for Ben. I think about him first thing when I wake up and the last thing before I go to sleep. You know what? I don't know what Ben's connection is like with Lindsay. I'm not really too worried about it. One thing I love about Ben is he's got a lot of depth, and I just never saw that side to Lindsay.
You want to come with me?
Yes, I'm like dying to know what we're doing.
It's gonna be great.
I feel really good about us. I had a great time with his family the other day, and today we can just have some fun and possibly be getting engaged soon.
What?
We're taking a helicopter, aren't we?
No, I think that must be a rescue copter or something. I lied. That's our helicopter.
Yes!
Finally! Hey, you're in a helicopter!
Switzerland is amazing. It's like a fairy tale, and I feel like this would be the perfect place for Ben and I to get engaged. So cool.
Good? It's gonna be incredible.
What are you doing?
Oh, you're gonna love it. So on the other side of these mountains is Italy, and you can ski from Switzerland into Italy.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah. Oh my God.
So pretty.
Look at the Matterhorn right in front of us.
Oh my goodness.
We're about to enter over the Matterhorn. My mom is going to freak out. The helicopter ride with Courtney is top 10 coolest things I've ever done in my life. I mean, flying over the Matterhorn. I mean, 14,000 feet up in a helicopter. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
We literally just went over the top of the Matterhorn. We're higher than the Swiss Alps. And I'm hoping that our relationship is progressing to new heights.
We get out of the helicopter and it's just beautiful. The snow is like never been walked on, and there's a lake and the Matterhorn. I can look up and see where we just flew over. We made it! And this is what I've been waiting for.
Oh yeah, put up a feast. This is great.
Oh, it's beautiful. There's so much I love about Ben. I feel like I can trust him, and I don't really trust men easily, and it's something I've never really experienced before, how I feel for him, so I want to keep him.
That's good.
It's been a really long time since we threw a snowball. You don't do that to the chef, I'm sorry. My apologies.
You're supposed to kiss the chef. Thank you.
I feel like this strong connection with him, our relationship's so strong that I don't want anything to come between us. I'm feeling so good in my heart and my head about Ben. It's such a good feeling, and I want to remember this day forever.
How are you? How are you feeling about everything?
I'm great. I'm actually just feeling really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been a long journey and hard for me, and it's funny, I'm kind of like glad at the end, but I'm also kind of sad. I don't know.
Right?
It's bittersweet,
It is a little bittersweet.
So how are you feeling?
I feel good. I feel at ease. I feel like, but it's really been incredible getting to know you, and I want to tell you that when I talked to my mom and my sister, they loved you. And it was like this stamp of approval,
Really? Really? Oh, that makes me happy.
I know it wasn't easy for you, going in there and having to like kind of explain yourself, and you hit a home run and just being open and honest and just you being you and the woman that I know.
You know what, Ben, it's totally worth it. You're worth it. It hasn't been easy for me, but I really feel like you're worth it, so.
That's good.
I don't regret anything. It feels really good. I just feel like a weight has been lifted. I got the, stamp of approval, and that's really huge for me, so that's what, tells me that it's right, and maybe the timing of us is perfect.
1,
2,
3.
God! Oh, now we gotta do this. I only have one wing.
With Courtney, I'm completely and utterly myself. Oh, yeah! I'm so happy to be around her. She makes me feel like a kid. Are those your tracks, those little feet?
They are.
I've always wanted to feel this comfortable around a woman.
It was nice knowing you.
You too. Hang on!
I think we need a break.
Yeah! We've had our struggles, but it's nice to be where we are right now, past all of that.
Oh, that was fun.
I have 2 incredible women here, 2 very different incredible women that I'm head over heels in love with. I've got a really big decision I have to make here in the next couple days, and right now I'm confused. My last date with Lindsay was incredible. I don't know, there's a lot on my mind. There's a lot on my mind.
I'm really excited to see Ben tonight after this great day we had. But I'm also really scared because I know this is the last time I get to see him before he has a really big decision to make. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Come on in.
Thanks.
Welcome to my humble abode. It's really unsettling. It's really a scary feeling to be head over heels for somebody and, I might lose him. We're just trying to, really focus on the connection we've made and trust in that, and I'm hoping that he feels the same way as I do. I had so much fun today. I had the best time sledding.
Me too.
I'm so happy. I've fallen in love with you, and I just feel like you're for me. I've never really felt this way before, and it's also really scary, so yeah, I feel a little vulnerable. At this point, I've really put myself out there a lot, and more so than I ever have with a guy. I have had a pattern with men where they just keep taking and taking and not giving anything back. I just have to put my faith in Ben, and I know I can trust him with my feelings. Well, I have a gift for you, and I'm really excited to give it to you, and I hope you like it. It's hard for me to express my emotions, but I spent some time really thinking about what I want Ben to know and what I want to leave him with, and so I made him a gift. I hope he likes it. Lily, this is my gift to you.
Oh, how nice. Oh, it's heavy.
Make yourself comfy.
I will.
Ta-da!
Is it a journal?
No, it's
Oh, it's
a
not.
journal.
Oh, okay.
Just open
Yep. Oh, wow. Where did you get these?
it. And I've been working on it for a little bit. Ta-da!
Oh, how fun.
Ta-da!
That's us, the top of the Mayan temple.
I don't open up that easily. It's hard for me to tell Ben I love him. This is huge for me. I really have fallen in love with this guy, and I want to keep him forever, and it's just really hard for me. I want him to be like, I love you, because I am crazy about him. A love letter from my heart to yours. This truly has been the most incredible and fun journey with you, Ben. Thank you for keeping me going and for lifting me up when I needed it most. Thank you for trusting in me and believing in us. This was so hard for me at times, and you are so worth it all. I feel like the luckiest girl in the world to have found you. You're just the best, and possibly the best thing that's ever happened to me. On our date in Belize, you said something that really gave me clarity and peace of mind, past, present, and future. You feel like home to me. In the present and the future. Someday we may have children of our own. I hope you know I've fallen so in love with you, and I can't imagine my future without you in it. You are for me. All my love, C.
It's really, really nice. Talk about being
Yeah.
vulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
It was really nice.
It was really hard for me to put that all out there. Yep. I was standing out on a ledge by myself, waving my arms like, I love you. I love you. And kind of need a little something just to, you know, so I know it's not just like a fantasy and that this is real. I'm a little disappointed. You know, I'm starting to wonder if everything I'm feeling, he's not feeling. Do you have any concern or?
No, I don't. I don't.
Good.
After my mom and my sister really provided me with some clarity.
I really feel, I mean, it was really nice to hear your family liked me and to get a little positive feedback. And, you know, I feel like it's been harder maybe than you realize for me to be here at times. And
Sure.
I've been defending myself with the girls and defending myself with you at times. It makes me defensive, you know, because I felt like it was water under the bridge and we talked about it. And, you know, it came up with your mom and your sister. I was so nervous that day, and I didn't even know that that stuff was going to come up. And it makes me feel sad.
That I would have brought those things up?
There's moments where I feel like you question me and...
Right. In my defense, naturally, I have to kind of just explore every little option. This is a big decision. And so to have some perspective from women that I actually trust, and obviously,
Yeah.
I don't even know why we're getting into it again. Right now, I'm confused. You know, I thought things were going well, but there are times I don't understand her. There are times that she frustrates me. I've come too far to stop thinking about everything now. It's a really big decision, and I need to be 100% certain.
No, I really feel like I've been 100% honest and open with you, and I've shown you the real me, and you know how I feel about you. The rest is up to you. I'm really worried that if Ben can't get over everything that's happened with the girls, that I'm terrified of losing him. You know, there's just that small part that I think is like, doubts me.
Thanks for your gift.
You're welcome.
I loved your note.
Good. I'm terrified that Ben might do to me what Ashley did to him. Oh, it hurts. My heart hurts just thinking about it.
I have a really difficult decision to make today. My nerves are just getting the best of me. They are building faster than I've ever felt before in my life. I have two incredible women here, and at this point, I see a future with both of them. Courtney is exciting to me. She's adventurous. There's definitely a mystery to Courtney. Some of the women warned me about some of the issues that they had, and I'd see it as a risk to propose to Courtney. But when I'm with her, I see a wonderful side. Her spirit and her energy and the love that I feel from her makes her 10 times more attractive than she was to start. It's moments like this that I wish that my dad was around. I wish that I could tell him how I feel and express my concerns, and am I making the right decisions? I have such high hopes. I'm not sure, and it scares me. I really don't want to make the wrong choice. It's hard for me to separate my feelings of love between these women right now. A life with Lindsay would be incredible. Lindsay has so many amazing qualities. Aside from being beautiful, she's warm and she's funny. She's always got a smile on her face. She just has this glow about her. There's just something genuine in the way that she carries herself. When I'm around Lindsay, I feel at ease. I could see myself spending the rest of my life with her.
I cannot believe today's finally here. I've never thought seriously about engagement and getting married to someone before, so this is a big thing for me, but it's something I truly feel deep down that it's right. Ben is everything and more that I've ever wanted or hoped for. It's gonna be a good day.
Yeah.
I'm generally a pretty guarded person, and I'm careful about who I let in, and I don't let everyone in all the way, but I like it.
I like it.
I've fully opened my heart to him, and that feels really great. Inside, it just feels right, and there's that spark and that passion, and this love that I feel is bigger than any love I felt before. I am half excited and half terrified. I don't really ever want this to end.
It is concerning that Ben doesn't actually really know who Courtney is. If Ben proposes to someone who hasn't been their true self, I feel horrible for him. I don't think I can say I've ever been with the man that I ever trusted. And Ben is just a breath of fresh air for me. I've never felt this way about anyone. It's unlike anything I've ever experienced. There's so much I love about Ben.
Courtney, will you accept this rose?
He's so sweet and thoughtful. He makes me laugh. He makes me feel very special. And when I'm with Ben, I feel like everything's right in the world. He brings out the best in me, and I've totally fallen for him. I'm happy. I finally know what real, true love is. And I found it in like this whirlwind fairy tale romance. It's scary for me to let my guard down so much, but it feels really good to know that I can trust him. I'm diving in head first, and it's crazy to think I could be getting engaged to him today.
When I sat down with Chris Harrison that first night, I never thought that I would be here. I never thought that I would have this strong of feelings. These women are so extraordinary that they're making it really difficult on me. There are a lot of hurdles along the way to potentially get to finding someone that you love. And if you can get through all of these hurdles, I feel like you could accomplish anything together because you've gone through so much. The two women here are incredible women. But as incredible as they both are, I can't help but think of one. And I can confidently say that I know what I'm doing, and I know that this decision is the right one, and I want to propose. I know the woman that I want to spend my life with.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm Neil Lane.
Hi, Neil.
How you doing?
Good, nice to see you again.
And nice to see you.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's crazy shopping for engagement rings in itself. It's crazier shopping for it a second time.
It's not your first rodeo.
No,
It's like your
I
second
know.
time around.
Obviously, I've been here once before, and I never imagined, that I would be here again. And so this decision for me is really important, that it lasts, that it lasts forever.
You want to see some rings?
I would love to.
It's a big day for you.
I know, I
Like the
know.
biggest day.
I know.
And this one, it's really organic. We got baguettes on the side.
When I'm holding the rings, I'm excited. I'm thinking to myself, this feels way different than the last time.
I mean, a classic princess cut diamond. I mean, every girl wants to be a princess, so.
Sure. When I look at these rings, I can't help but think there's only one woman I'm thinking about. One woman I want to propose to. And one woman I want to share my life with. I think this is the one. I really do. And I feel good about this.
I think this is fantastic.
Me too.
I wish you so much luck, success, happiness, and joy.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Neil. I really appreciate it. I'm the happiest I've ever been. It makes me... God, I thought my life was complete. I really did. And coming here and finding this, I'm... I don't imagine life getting any better. Today is going to be one of the happiest days of my life. But before I can get there, there's something else that's weighing me down. And that's saying goodbye to one of these other women. It's killing me inside to have to break somebody's heart.
Not knowing how Ben is feeling it's really scary. If Ben can't get over
my troubles with the girls, I'll lose them, and that terrifies me. I've never felt this kind of love for someone and wanting to spend the rest of my life with them, and this is the day that it all comes down to, and it's really scary knowing that you could put yourself all out on the line and end up with a pretty broken heart. I have been hoping and dreaming and waiting to meet a guy like Ben, and I was really starting to lose faith in finding the right person for me, and I'm just so glad that I didn't. This is the moment girls dream of their whole life. I feel like I finally found the person for me, and I am 100% ready to start my life with Ben.
The woman that I want to propose to today brings me more joy I could have ever imagined. It feels like it was meant to be, like we were put on this planet to be together.
Ben and I get engaged, I know it will last forever. At times you have to work through things and you're there for one another, but I'm so happy I hung in there and it's all worth it. I am so excited to build more memories with Ben and start a life, and you don't know what to expect going into this, and then you end up falling head over heels in love and seeing a future with them, and that's huge.
This is one of the best days of my life. I've trusted my gut, and I followed my intuition, and I see my life with this woman.
I see a future with Ben. I look into his eyes and I see myself being the happiest I've ever been.
I've finally found someone that I really love, and it's terrifying to know that he might not feel that same way.
It feels different this time. This is right. I have a woman that I love. I have everything. I can honestly say that this is the first time in my life where I feel like someone loves me as much as I love them. Today will be one of the most difficult days of my life. Emotions are all over the place. Today I have to say goodbye to a woman that I'm in love with. Hey, Lindsay.
Hi, how
Good
are
to see you.
Good to see you.
You're great.
Thank you. I feel great.
Good. Come with me.
I want Ben to be my husband. I've never felt this kind of love for someone, and I can't believe that we're here at the end of this journey, but it's sort of the beginning of a lifetime of bliss. I'm confident that I could spend the rest of my life with him and be really happy. I hope I lived happily ever after with Ben.
Okay, Linz. Ben's right through there.
All right. Give me this. Thanks, Chris.
Look.
Thank you. I love Ben. I love Ben. It feels really good to say that. I love everything about him and just being with him and how he makes me feel, and that's love. This is the moment girls dream of their whole life. To see him down on one knee and to just finally know how he really feels is gonna be special. Hi.
Hi.
I hope that I'm engaged after today. Quite the road in. You
look beautiful.
You look handsome. How are you?
Good, how are you? Come on
I'm
in here.
good. It's great to see you.
You too.
I'm so excited to just be here with you now on this, and you know, coming into this, I kind of didn't know what to expect and was open to love and thought I'd have a good time, and it turns out I happen to have fallen in love with you, and, you know, we've had some great journeys, and this is kind of the most exciting and terrifying of the journeys.
It's a little terrifying, a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie.
Are you
Yeah.
nervous?
Yeah.
How you feeling?
You know, the first moment that I met you, you know, riding in on that horse, you're all about first impressions. And, you know, you smile, and every time I watch you in the room, you light it up. That's what you do. You are what I've looked for in a woman my entire life. And there was a big moment for me in Ocala with your family, where I felt like that's where I was at my most vulnerable state, my most vulnerable point, and I saw myself with you in that moment. And I want you to know that I have, you know, fallen in love with you. And but I need those moments to last a lifetime. And I've found that with someone else. I'm sorry. I'm in love with someone else. I want you to know that it didn't come easy. It's the only way I can describe it. You know, the nerves and the pit in my stomach, and this being the hardest decision I've made ever. I'm sorry. Can I walk you out?